This morning here in Melbourne, we woke up to the terrible news that the Adas Yisrael Shul had been attacked and set on fire by anti-Semitic terrorists who are hostile to the Jewish people, pro-Palestinian elements. This is a stark reminder that we are still in Galus, still in exile, because this has been the plight of the Jewish people in exile for thousands of years, that B'chol Dor V'Dor, in every generation, Oimdim Aleinu L'Chaloseinu, they rise up against us to destroy us, to break our bodies, to break our souls, and to break our Jewish way of life. This took place on Erev Shabbos, Parshas Vayeitzei. Parshas Vayeitzei begins by describing how Yaakov Avinu left Eretz Yisrael to travel to Haran. And this represents the descent of the Jewish people into Galus, where we were banished from our ancestral homeland, and we find ourselves living amongst the nations who are hostile, like Lavan Ha'arami, who wanted to destroy our father Yaakov, his family, and everything that he represented. Lavan tried to swindle Yaakov. He tried to destroy his family, to destroy his home, to break his body and to break his spirit. But Yaakov was undeterred. Even in that most hostile environment of Galus, Yaakov thrived, Yaakov triumphed. He built a family of 12 tribes, which is the paradigm and hope for every Jewish home and Jewish community. The Medrash asks that during the 20 years of his sojourn in Haran, Mahaya Omer, what was he saying? And the Medrash answers that he was saying the 15 chapters of Tehillim, of Psalms, that begin with the words Shir HaMalos, a song of ascents. It's a strange question the Medrash asks. It doesn't ask what Yaakov was doing in those 20 years, but rather what was he saying. And the Rebbe explains that the Medrash is asking, what did Yaakov say to himself, to strengthen himself, to fortify himself, to be able to thrive and triumph over such hostility, and to be able to achieve everything that he did? And the answer is, he was saying Tehillim. Tehillim is prayer, our connection to Hashem. But more specifically, it was the 15 chapters that begin with two words, Shir HaMalos, a song of ascents. Shir, song, represents joy and simcha. It represents hope, and it represents positivity. Because the success of Yaakov in his exile and the success of the Jewish people in our exiles is that we do not let the anti-Semitic nations destroy our sense of positivity. That we remain hopeful, we remain joyous in who we are as a people, proud about who we are as a people, joy in our relationship with Hashem, and simcha, a positive outlook and belief for a better and brighter future. Furthermore, hamalos, to ascend. The Jewish people in Galus, even when the nations of the world try to push us down, we consistently rise up. We build, we grow, we advance. We build communities, we build schools, institutions, charities. And even if they've been destroyed and we are forced to relocate from place to place, we build again. Hamalos, we are constantly rising up. And when we look at the individual psukim in these Tehillim, we find beautiful messages of hope that give us fortification and strength as we face our difficult times in Galus, as we are experiencing now with the global rise of anti-Semitism in the wake of the October 7th attack and the terrorist onslaught in Eretz Yisrael. The Tehillim speaks about bitachon, trust in Hashem. I lift up my eyes to the mountain, Ma'ayin Yavoi Ezri, from where does my hope come? My assistance comes from Hashem who made heavens and earth. We say that we turn to Hashem in the most difficult of times, but sarasali, when we are suffering, karasi, we cry out to Hashem v'yaneni, and He will answer us. Our bitachon and our hope gives us strength as we face the difficult moments of darkness in Galus. The Tehillim talk about the unity of the Jewish people. Shir HaMalos hinei matov u'manoim shevas achim gam yachad. How beautiful and pleasing it is when brothers dwell together. Our unity is our strength. Our unity as a people, when we come together in the difficult times and in the good times, gives us that strength that no one can break us. The Tehillim talks about ideas such as hope and positivity, a belief in peace, and a belief in redemption. Shir HaMalos samachti b'yomrim li, we are joyous when they say to me, Beis Hashem nelech, that we will return back to the house of Hashem. And of course, prayer. Shir HaMalos, we cry out to Hashem imamakim, from the depths of our heart, from the depths of suffering, from the depths of darkness, we cry out to Hashem. And Hashem answers us. Hashem answers us with blessing. Hashem answers us with strength. And Hashem answers us with success. So as we, like Yaakov, face the darkness of Galus, and in moments like this where it comes to the fore and we are forced to confront it, let us remember the message of these chapters of Tehillim, to increase in saying Psalms at any possible time, but especially the message of these 15 chapters. Shir, that we will be positive no matter what. And Hamalos, we will constantly grow, we will constantly build, and we will constantly advance. And with our faith and our betochen in Hashem, and our unity amongst one another, we will see the realization of the words of those Tehillim, that we will ascend to the Beis Hashem, we will ascend back to our ancestral homeland, back to Yerushalayim, back to the Beis HaMikdash, when we will no longer have to suffer at the hands of the nations, and in turn, the nations of the world will recognize the greatness of the Jewish people with the coming of Mashiach.